first thing that I want to do is to say a big thank you to Speaker Lindsay Hoyle. When I first arrived in 1982 in Parliament, it was inconceivable that this glorious chamber, the Speaker's Chamber, would be available for a celebration of International Women's Day. And we know that whatever we as women in Parliament do, Lindsay will be ensuring that we have our say, that we are able to be parliamentarians to the absolute full. And I just want to, pay tribute to that, because it was not always like that. And actually in here, we have got some male allies now, which we never used to have. And as a result, Parliament has over the years massively changed, so that the latest reforms that Lindsay has brought in have been things like tackling sexual harassment. And honestly, when I first arrived in the House of Commons, sexual harassment was not outlawed or disapproved of. It was like compulsory. I mean, it was unbelievable. And so the journey that has been travelled is absolutely amazing. So I want to say, all of you who are planning to stand and all of you who get elected, you will find an ally on the women's side of things from the Speaker, who will always be looking to give you your say and looking to break down obstacles that you identify and tell him that need to be broken down. So thank you for that, Lindsay. I also want to say how incredibly proud I am of the sisterhood that you have been seeing speaking today. Because what we've got now in Parliament is that amazingly precious thing, a critical mass cross parties. And with that, we are the largest bloc in Parliament now. We are 35%. And if we put our mind to something, we can actually do it. And that is the promise, I think, the sense of hope for the next Parliament. I just want to say, because the reality is, it is tough. It is tough, and social media has made things a great deal worse, and there are threats and intimidation, which Lindsay is only too well aware of. But all I can say is that although it is difficult and it will demand a lot of you, it is worth it. And if you think everything's fine outside, with the rampant inequality that there is, sure, don't stand for Parliament. But if you think this country could be better for our daughters and our sons, then you are doing a great thing by stepping forward and being prepared to serve in Parliament. And yes, it will be tough. And if you're younger, it will be tougher as a woman. And if you're Black or Asian, it'll be even tougher as a woman. But actually, you will find the sisterhood to withstand that, and that solidarity will see you through. So I'm retiring at the next Parliament, and I will be really enthusiastically encouraging and marvelling at the confidence of the new generation. I never had the confidence to work cross-party because most of my Labour colleagues thought that I shouldn't even be being an MP. I should be at home cooking my husband's dinner and looking after the children. Well, perhaps I should have been looking after the children, but that is another very long story. But so basically, I didn't dare speak to any Tories, because if I did, they would think, there you are, she's consorting with the enemy, she's got to be chucked out. But there is a confidence now amongst the women in all parties that they can work together. And that is the power that there is and there's going to be in the future. So I will massively be admiring your endeavours. I will absolutely not be telling you what to do, because you are going to do so much more than my generation was able to do. But you will be loudly hearing me cheering you on. The best of luck.